What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So every single week I do a clean out on my transmog tunes on my main realm, where I basically have two characters, one selling grey and white transmog and the other one selling, well, everything else. And then we just take a look at how many auctions I've sold and how much gold I've made. So everything that I've done in order to make this gold is, of course, going to be in the 0 to 10 million gold guide. So if you don't have that yet, make sure to check out the link in the description down below. And don't forget to use the discount code DRAGONFLIGHT, which gives you the guide for 50% off. And just know that it comes with a lifetime of free updates. So whenever there's a new patch or even a new expansion, I'm going to update the guide and I send that updated version directly to you for free. Now, first of all, the tune that I spent the least amount of time and effort on, the grey and white transmog, where normally I just sell a bunch of white items that I bought at vendors, and I crafted the base Shadowlands legendary items, as you can see. But there's a couple of specific items that holds a really good value that I farm, but I don't spend a lot of time on it. You can see that I've sold 67 auctions. I only have like 400 auctions on this tune, worth 127,000 gold. Now, none of these auctions are really interesting, but if we scroll further down, you'll see that I sold a putrid wooden hammer, and I actually made a video about that not too long ago, about these 4 elites that you can semi-AFK farm, and like these items, they do well, but it's still transmog items, though. You can't expect to get, let's say, this hammer and then expect it to sell within a week. That's not realistic. It could take weeks or months until you sell a certain transmog item. That's why it's so important to have a big auction house with a lot of different items. So at some point, you'll start generating sales daily. I also sold a tribal buckler, which is also a world drop white item. So not too bad, but 127,000 gold sold in white and gray items. Now, I don't do any undercuts, and when it comes to especially Shadowlands base legendary items, there's so much competition. So if you do undercuts and you don't post for 48 hours and let it expire like I do, you should see a lot more sales. But the profit margin on the items on the realm that I play on is usually not that good. Sometimes you only make a couple hundred gold each sale. However, sometimes the prices are just for a day or 2 days really high, and you make a couple thousand gold a craft. But I cannot be arsed to do any undercut scans. Now, on my main transmog selling tune, I sold 277 auctions. Usually sell between like 240 and 300 auctions, so the number is where it should be at. We can see that I sold Mantle of Moria, which is, I believe, a WoD epic item. I also sold the Songblade, which I made a video about last week, I believe. It is one of the items returning to the game. It's a unique sword. Did I sell anything else cool? Just a bunch of crafted items from Nax and just basic recipes, really. There's nothing too fancy, but everything you need in order to set up crafted transmog, like the complete crafted transmog spreadsheet, how to get started, where to get patterns and everything, is also in the 0 to 10 million gold guide. But 234,000 gold on the first 100 auctions, so we got 177 auctions left. And last week was absolutely insane. I've had some really good weeks on transmog lately, which is why it's so funny when people always say that transmog is dead. WoW is dead. The economy is dying. No one is buying anything. But it's really not the case at all. Like, I sell transmog on multiple realms, and it does not feel dead. Let's see. Brashclaw Skewer, I don't even know what that is, but it's sold. Sulfur and Hammer, I don't want to talk about this because this was that's not good. The problem with Sulfur and Hammer and a couple of other crafted items is that with patch 10.17, Blizzard added profession achievements. Sulfur and Hammer is one of those. In order to get the achievement, you need to craft the hammer. So what happens? You have like 200 people on each realm crafting the hammer, and once they've crafted it, what are they going to do with it? They might as well just put it up on the auction house if they don't care to collect the appearance. So, yeah, they've gone to the shitter. Nightbane Carapace crafted 17k. A bunch of Seraph Mortis transmog. This is definitely someone buying it out to either reset the price or moving it to another realm to sell it for a profit. But only 137,000 gold on this one. Note this one, Underworld Ban, is an epic ring from Classic that is complete dog shit, but people buy rings, necks, and trinkets all the time. I have no clue what they're doing with them, but I'm guessing they just buy him like blue items and epic items while they're leveling up their alts or some kind of shit. But they sell, so I post them. Now we only have 77 auctions left though. And this one's going to refresh in 3 seconds. So we're going to take a look at the total amount of gold, which is 99k. And Seren Golden Blade is a crafted. Final Dream is crafted. All of this is pretty much just crafted transmog right here. Yeah. And that was pretty much it. Didn't sell any really big items like I've done the previous weeks. I've sold, like, I made like 1 million gold on Varret Guillotine from Sedem last week alone. So it of course sucks to not sell any of those big items, but if you take every single weekly cleanout that I do across the entire year, the average amount of gold you make is pretty decent. But this week on this toon, it was 470k plus like the 127 or what it was on the other toon. So we're looking at roughly 600,000 gold on this cleanout, and usually make like 500 to 700k. So this is a pretty average week. Last week was not average. That was way above average. But that was pretty much it for this week's cleanout. So if you guys got any questions whatsoever, leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide. If you already have it and you enjoy it, you're definitely going to enjoy the VIP Discord as well, which you can read more about down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.